The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Monroe. And this one's incomplete.
My partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Monroe. And he comes back with one complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, and the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here we go, Jack.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. take it in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Monroe.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running out of the gun with White. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
13-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
High team tight. High team tight. 50 Bobcats.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Here's White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, they can hear me. They couldn't hear me before. Y'all couldn't hear the arguing back and forth. I'm going to post a stream so that you can hear what this subbitch was saying.
Oh, you on the mic talking to him?
Yeah, so he said something about being cheesy on the mic. And I didn't want to get up and get my mic and all that, and I hate talking through the controller, so I said, I said whatever I said in the Discord about.
Yeah, that's what I seen, cheesy.
Yeah, what do you mean? And he's like, see, it's this, he's like, this. That's how you know somebody's a cheesy coward or something. They want to text and not talk.
Well, bitch.
And I was like, dude, so that's when I put the stream up. I recorded the last 15 minutes, of my gameplay so that it was on there.
I wish you could hear the mics on the stream.
Well, you can now. I had it muted. Like, two people are still watching, but I had it muted. So I get up, I get my mic, and I ask him. He's like, oh, you're cheesy. He's like, I ain't gonna tell you what you're doing, but I just know you're cheesy. I hit him on my bunch plate, my wheel route.
Yeah.
But I didn't hit the wheel route. He was in man coverage, and it was a man blitz, so his strong safety had to come all the way down to cover the running back. Like, 2 guys crossed over each other and left Hyatt wide open on the little slant on that slant.
Yeah.
Nothing cheesy. I don't put anybody in motion. Like, there are guys.
What's cheesy about that?
Yeah. And so I said slant, and then I hit him again on a drag, and he was in man coverage, and Hyatt just busted him, had like 2 yards on his user. His user was the man covering, and I hit him.
I've got the Vikings and Ryan's league, bro. We're slow. Everybody's slow as piss, okay?
Yeah.
You're not going to keep up with any of John's receivers.
And so he kept saying the same thing and wouldn't. I said, dude, whatever. It's whatever. Like, you've not given me, you're just making baseless accusations because you're over in this league. Yeah. I told him that straight up, and he was like, no, He's like, I play in 2 sim leagues, and they're straight up. He said, okay, I'll give you one example. I'm not going to talk about any of your plays, but I'll give you one example. I got a roughing the kicker, and you kicked it to the fullback at the 1 yard line.
Okay.
I said, I kick it to the fullback every single time. I said, you don't know why? He said, yeah, because you get fumbles. I said, I very rarely get fumbles from the fullback, ever. Like, I've maybe got 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And like,
Do it so you don't get it ran back to your team.
I said, I've never, ever had one ran back on me when I kick it to the fullback, ever. Not once.
Yeah.
And that's why. And he's like, see, you just admit you're cheesy. He said, well, what about the fumbles? I said, if I do get a fumble, then good. I said, tell me that you're at the 1 yard line. Why don't you let the ball go?
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, like if you don't want your fullback to catch it, let it go. At the 1 yard line, you know that's going in the end zone. But
yeah. John actually didn't mean to hit it at the 1. He meant to hit it about the 20.
well, I had the roughing the kicker, so I had 15. So I sky kicked it half power, whatever. But let the ball go. Yeah, he just can't handle. And I said, dude, at the end of the day, you're over in this league, and you don't like it, and you're gonna make an excuse to get out.
He just joined recently, didn't he?
Yeah, he just joined.
He joined the team as an over. You've got a quarterback that nobody's ever heard of. It's not going to hit too many passes. It don't look like he's not traded or not. You need to be running.
He had his first drive. He like ran it down my throat.
That's what I'm saying.
Not. He ran. He mixed it up well. He got a field goal. I came out and scored the next drive, and he didn't like it.
You're going to have to take your ass whooping, and then maybe you can get you #1 draft pick. And then you can try again. But you're basically fucked this season. You knew that when you grabbed the team. What do you think was going to happen?
Yeah, he had the choice between them and the Ravens. He took them. So he's going. I told him, I said, we've had probably 200 people in this league, and not one of them. We've never been called cheesy or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
we know we got a couple of them, like the Dolphins and stuff.
There's guys that know what they're doing, but we don't. There's not a ton that. Like, I don't see a lot of motion to manipulate AI and stuff. I don't see that a lot.
You got a rule in there that says you better not.
Yeah. So, but.
He'll be all right. He'll quit.
Oh, yeah, he quit. So it was 2 seconds.
I mean, did he already quit the league?
Yeah. It was 2 seconds before halftime. And I said,
yeah, see that.
And he's like, will you pause it so I can quit? I said, just wait till after halftime. He said, if you don't pause it, I'm just going to quit. And it was literally 1 second. All I had to do is kick field goal. It would have been 17-3, and he quit. He wouldn't go to halftime and save stat.
I was wondering why you was letting the time tick there, not trying to score. Now I know.
I was arguing or fussing with him and I wasn't paying attention. I was going for it on 4th down and had to call a timeout. Wasn't even paying attention.
I got you.